Hello everybody, this is Mike from MBoxWave.com. I just got into a short position on this morning's Emini Dow Jones. I saw a good trade setup, and so I'm going to talk about it. This market's opened up here, 9:30 around here, right? We had this up thrust, had all this selling, MBox Delta supply came in, and then had this sell imbalance with a pullback signal. So I got in right around here, put my stop above the swing point. My take profit, I'll show that as well. So the first things first. So, zooming out today, what was I looking for? We have an enormous amount of supply right here, right? And in the MBox Delta, we can see that it exceeds the entire previous day, right? And so that's important. It shows that there's more selling than the entire previous day, so it's probably something to notice. Now, the Kyoto Delta, it doesn't show that it exceeds it, but it could very well develop into that scenario. We also have the M pace of the speed of the bids outpacing the entire previous day. All right, so those are already, these points already are large factors, that I'm looking at. So, we see this MBox Delta supply right here. So, that's going to be our supply. Box supply, right? And, we can also say that it is expanding, right? So it's our MBox supply, and it's also expanding, from here to here, so we see supply and that it's expanding. All right. So all right, so we got the pace, right? So the pace of bids outpacing the offers plus exceeds entire previous day. Right, the MBox supply, let me clean this up, because this also exceeds entire previous day. All right, so that's important. Got to keep an eye on the trade. Okay. All right, so what else did I see? Right, so when we zoom out, we had a lot of this demand in the cumulative delta here. It didn't really pick up in the MBox Delta, so this looks like quite a bit to me. And price dropped off. We broke down, these support levels. To me, this looks like effort no result right here, because that's quite a bit of demand, and price is crashing down. So I'm gonna chalk this up as effort no result on the cumulative buying. All right, so we've got our signals here. So let me get that. Here we've got the pullback plus the sell imbalance. So the minus 113 means there's more selling than buying on this up wave, so that's an imbalance. So it makes you want to scratch your head and think what's going on. So we got the pullback sell signal plus the let's do the and minus 113 sell imbalance. So I like it when I see this kind of combo, so it shows that all the demand is dead, and we can see that also that the demand is dried up. We see a demand drop, right here. Demand drops right at this point. It goes here, and look, it drops as it's trying to make a higher high here. It does, but then on the next correction here, looks like no demand. So it's a demand drop, slash no demand. change the color. All right, so let's see, what else did I see? So we've got, and that's powerful. We've got the pace of the bids and the MBox supply exceeding the entire previous day. So that's pretty strong. Pullback sell imbalance, sell signal, and the sell imbalance right here. So it looks like supply is on our side, right? Price hasn't really moved much since we've gone in, right? It's kind of jiggling, but this is the theory of order flow, right? We've got all the supply right here, and we know that it's strong. It exceeds the entire previous day, right? The theory of order flow, says that price should fall. So we've got to wait at this point to see what happens. Looks like we could be developing this Three Stooges here. Could be another sell opportunity. If we break out this pivot here, that could be a good place to add a position, but gotta wait a little bit here. Normally I would pause, but this looks like it's close, so I guess we could just let it wait a little bit, let it do its thing. But we've got this Stooges signal here, and we're not seeing much demand here materializing, so still look good for our position. All right, well, I will just pause for now and come back. I think we should be breaking this, but I'll just pause for now. All right, so that's what I was thinking, so perhaps there was no need to pause, but I just got in. Price broke down here. This right here, we got support. We're breaking down. Looks like that's a nice candle down. Got another nice sell signal here. Just the Three Stooges sell. Three Stooges sell signal. All right, so see, now price is starting to move. See, that's the thing. We had all the supply come in, and then it kind of bounced, price bounced around right here, and now it's starting to come down, and that's what I was waiting for, And remember when I said that the cumulative delta looks like it could exceed. See, now it exceeds the previous day. That's what I was thinking could happen. Just want to move the drawing. There we go. Let's move it here. So now, see, now all these things are exceeding the previous day. So that's actually a good add-on, right? So the reasons for the add-on, right, is that we've had this Three Stooges sell signal increasing, cumulative selling, and actually I saw here an effort no result. If you guys can see that. It's actually a nice effort, because look at these two boxes. This second box here, we spent more effort. It achieved less length in price. So this is a effort no result. That's an effort no result. All right. And we're getting this nice expansion right here, right, of the cumulative delta. Look, we're outpacing, we're continuing to outpace the offers, right? So this all confirms our current position. So it looks like we're in decent shape. I want to talk about the take profit. I set it to here, right? So when I zoomed out, this was a bounce off the support. Price hit it 1-2 times, so that's where I just put it, and there we are. There we are. We're out. All right, that's $6,850 in profit, so that's good. I'm pleased for today's trading day. Let's get those order fills on. All right, so I had the first trade here. See, and when I got in the first trade, it didn't take off right away. It took off after here, so had my stop above the swing point, and then got in second position here when we had another opportunity. So this looks like an area where price, the volume accumulated before price was marked down once again. So we had a lot of points of confluence here. Let me it's blocking these things, so I want to go over a couple of things here. So let me just draw over this. So we save. Okay, now I can remove the order fills. So, how many points of confluence? I love to talk about points of confluence. That's what I recommend everybody do. Just count them, right? So, when I said that, the MBox, we had this shows supply, right? And it is expanding, right? It is expanding from here to here. It kind of looks messy, but so that is a point, right? So we got the supply, that's a point. It exceeds the entire previous day. That's another point. So that's 2 points right there, right? The cumulative buying, this was effort, no result, because it looked pretty strong and price was coming down, so it looked like just the buying wasn't doing anything, right? So that's 3 points, right? I'm talking about at the time of the first entry. We had the clear bids outpacing the offers. That's 4 points. Plus, it exceeded the entire previous day, so that's 5 points, right? We had the demand drop, right? No demand here. So that's 6 points. We had the sell imbalance minus 113. Right, that's 7 points. Plus we had the pullback sell signal, so that's 8 points. So I'm counting a minimum of 8 points here. If I look more closely, we also saw supply in the wave delta. So minus 429 shows wave supply. So that's 9 points, right? So that's 9 points of confluence I can count for taking this trade. And, for the add-on, when we got here, everything was confirming the initial position, so the add-on was confirmed by the cumulative selling expanding, so that's 1. Effort, no result, that's 2. And the sell signal, that's 3. And price broke down this support level. Right, so that's 4 points, arguments you can make to get into the add-on. And then just rode it until we hit this previous level. So that worked out well. I'm pleased. So I'm always recommending for people to count the points of confluence. That's the best way to get these high probability trades. So this came in and there was a lot of selling pressure. You can always know that when it exceeds the entire previous day. We've got a lot. Look, we're getting even more selling here now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.